Hi, welcome to another episode of Homemade Healthy. Today we're gonna make a lower carb, wheat-free pizza crust. It's actually really delicious. I've tried a lot of different recipes off the internet, and this one I've adapted, and it is actually good. The 4-year-old eats it, that's how we know. So what you're gonna do first is take shredded cheese. I take 3/4 of a cup of mozzarella and 3/4 cup white cheddar, and they're already shredded in here. 1.5 cups total. You're gonna pour it into a glass bowl. And then you're gonna melt the cheese, and you can do that in an oven or toaster oven. I don't use a microwave, so my stuff takes a little while. Because it does take a few minutes, I've already got one that's melted, so this is what it's gonna look like when it's melted. The cheese is nice and stringy. Okay, so now you've got melted cheese. The next thing that you wanna do, and what you can be doing while your cheese is melting, is you take a cup of almond flour, 2 ounces of softened cream cheese, 3 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, and you don't want to get the kind in the can, you want to get the nice fresh shredded, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And then 1 egg. You're going to want to mix that together really well. Shouldn't take but a few minutes, especially if you've softened your cream cheese. Okay, now the trick and the muscles comes in when you add the cheese. So you're gonna take your cheese and add it in. Now, if you're not faint-hearted, you can use your hands. I don't like getting all this stuff under my fingernails, so I use a fork. Whatever works best for you. And you just start working it together. And you'll see it start to incorporate. Takes a minute and some muscles, which is why you could use your hands. My sister uses her hands when she makes it. Okay, now we're going to place it on a cookie sheet. We've got parchment paper, and I've sprayed coconut oil cooking spray on both halves. So what you're gonna do, this is the side with the cooking spray, is you're gonna put this in a big blob in the middle. And then you're gonna use this other piece of parchment. You can use your fingers, but it's really sticky. That's why I use parchment paper to flatten it. Okay, so here's my sprayed side. And you just take it and smash it out. Smooth it out till it's the thickness you want. Takes a little bit of muscles, but not too bad. And before you start all this, you should put your oven on the broil setting, because we're gonna cook this at a high heat and quickly, and then flip it over and cook the other side. So try to get it as smooth and even as you can. Voila! And we'll save that piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna go and put this in the oven. Okay. And I've got the broil, I've got the top rack about 6 inches from the broil, so keep an eye on this. This is not something where you can throw it in here and go run an errand. So you're gonna check on it about every, 5 minutes, and when it starts to get a little bit dark, watch it every minute, and when it gets a nice even golden brown, take it out. We'll flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now we take it out and we'll flip it over. See, it's a nice golden brown color. Bring it over here and flip it. So you can take the piece that you used before to flatten it, and you just want to flip the whole thing over. It holds together pretty nicely. There we go. And now we'll brown this side. I'm gonna go back into the oven for about 10 more minutes on broil, and then we'll be ready to top it. And you can see the spot right there where I made it a little bit thin and stark. That's okay. All right, just a few more minutes and it'll be ready. It's a nice golden brown. Beautiful. Now I'll take it over here. We got our pizza sauce. Pizza crust holds up nicely. It actually stays together, which is great. Take your pizza sauce. I use a marinara. You can use whatever pizza sauce that's low or low sugar. We'll make your own with tomato sauce and some seasonings. And if you want to do roasted vegetables or vegetables on your pizza, make sure to roast them first because they won't, that way you can get some of the moisture out of them. Otherwise it'll be a wet mess. Today I'm just going to make a cheese pizza. I've got a nice fresh whole milk mozzarella. And we're just gonna put that on, and you could, you know, pepperoni or sausage or bacon or whatever you got laying around. And then you're just gonna put this in the oven on broil and let the cheese get nice and brown. And then it's ready to eat. Okay, it's ready. Looks great. Some of the crust gets dark on the outside. It's fine, just cut that off. Okay. All right. Put this on our plate. Ta-da! Beautiful. There it is. Low carb, gluten-free, wheat-free pizza. Thank you for watching. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.